Ready.
You're now watching C. Anthony TV. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Thank you all for checking in. On deck, Canelo Crawford 2025, fight of the year, no doubt. Crawford has the height and reach advantage over Canelo. Crawford very, very talented, very dangerous. Switch hitter with speed and power in both hands. We all know about that. Excellent at catching you in between your shots with those big shots you don't see. And we know what they say when you don't see those shots coming. Those are the ones that usually do the most damage. I feel like Crawford definitely one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of the era. Possibly on that pound-for-pound all-time list. We got to see how he finished the rest of his career. When I think of Canelo, I think of somebody who's seen it all. Sergey Kovalev, Floyd Mayweather. That's a lot of speed, counter-punching. He had to go through that in his younger years. Took on Triple G a couple times. Took on that boxing, that Soviet boxing style of Dmitry Bivol. Definitely feel like he fought some of the best of the era. Naming those guys. Canelo, 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 knockouts, and then we got Crawford, flawless, 41 wins, no losses, 31 knockouts. Let's get to it. This might be a 2-part series. The reason I think Canelo could possibly hurt or stop Crawford, Crawford, he beat Spence at 147. A lot of people said that Spence was already on a decline, but, salute to Crawford. He still went in and he dominated. Can't take that away from him. He beat Madrimov at 154. Some say that was a draw. I disagree with that. I think Crawford went in there and dominated. Not dominated, but he did enough to get the job done, and he definitely stepped up in the 11th, 12th round. Showed what he was about in the 11th, 12th round. He made Madrimov. We saw how Madrimov's face looked at the end of the fight. He was bruised up a lot. He looked like he had took a lot of punishment. But I don't think that version of Crawford can move up to 168, and I don't think he could go 12 rounds with Canelo at 168. I really don't, no matter how many times I think about it. On fight night, Canelo probably going to be around 175, maybe 180, maybe a little higher. And, when I think of Madrimov, he had good technical skill. As the fight went on and on, the timing with that straight right got better and better. He was able to touch Crawford, not at will, but he was able to land some good straight rights on Crawford. And Madrimov, I think he's only had 13 professional fights, over 300 amateur, but only 13 professional fights, and he gave Crawford a real good fight. But I think, we all know Canelo many levels above Madrimov. And I don't think that I don't think Crawford could go toe-to-toe with Canelo. He's probably going to be smart and try to move around. I definitely don't think he could go toe-to-toe. He going to be able to bulk up. He could put on the weight. I've seen him online, 180, 184, somewhere around there. So he definitely could bulk up, but the speed might not be the same. His power probably won't, Not sure if he could carry his power up to 168. And the feet definitely going to be a lot slower, too. Definitely feel like the feet going to be a lot slower. And with that extra weight, he could actually tie him before Canelo and really catch a beat down. Crawford, some say, I'm not going to say he's a weight bully, but a lot of people do say that Crawford is a weight bully. He's able to come down to those lower weights, still, keep some good power, dominate with speed and stuff like that. But I feel like Canelo, he's got to use that whole ring. I just don't see him going toe-to-toe. Salute to Crawford, though. Dude chasing greatness, skipping divisions to get to Canelo. And we got to give him his props for that, being so ambitious. If he goes up there and whoops on Canelo, I think the boxing world will be shocked. I know I'd definitely be shocked. I don't think he can go up there and, really go dominate and, beat him like that. I don't see him outboxing him, and I definitely don't see him knocking Canelo out. I think Canelo and Eddie Reynoso definitely going to be ready, going to be up to the challenge, going to be up to putting together those good combinations for Crawford. Got to see how Canelo approach, definitely going to be the aggressor, but he's going to be ready with some sharp counter punches ready for Crawford, those combinations ready for Crawford to counter Crawford's counter. And, Crawford's going to have to go in there and make Canelo respect his, going to have to go in there and make him respect his power. If not, you know, Crawford getting stopped. I don't see it no other way. You know, Bull Mac better keep that white towel close, keep it close and handy, because they go in there toe to toe. If Canelo feel like, oh, like the punch is not really phasing him like that, I think he gonna walk Canelo. I think he gonna walk Crawford down and stop him. You know, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Part 2 coming up soon. Peace.